This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. Happy Monday. It is a rough Monday out there for most of the people in the world. Changes aplenty. I'm not one of these people who likes to get into whole what's going on, but it's hard to avoid the impact of what's going on. So yes, this virus issue is becoming a big deal. It is affecting every aspect of, at this point, I would say it's affecting many aspects of everyone's lives in some way, shape, form. So I guess the first thing I'll say is I wish my best to everybody out there, all the Simpit pit crew fans. I really, really wish you guys the best. And I hope that you don't, A, get sick with any kind of flu, and B, that you're not inconvenienced too much and this isn't too much of a burden. I also do want to, and I don't do this often, I do want to thank all the people, and I can say first responders, but for me it goes a lot beyond the first responder list. I want to thank everybody who's out there still doing their job so that I can still have food, power, internet, things like that, basic services in life. It's nice to be able to go to the gas station and get gas. It's nice to be able to go to the market and get groceries. And if those things didn't happen, I don't know what I'd do. So I really want to shout out and thank all of those people who are making things happen at a rough time. So that's all I'm going to say on that part of it. But when we get to the news, there's no avoiding this topic today. This is the biggest topic in sim racing. It is the biggest topic in everybody's life. And yeah, it's having an impact. I'm not even trying to get anything. Still, well, but see, yeah, but will they forever? Will they continue? Will there be a disruption? I don't know. And where will those disruptions happen? All right, let's get to the news. Before we get to the news, the biggest news for me is anything that involves us, the Simpit, the pit crew, our guys, the patron team. That is always my first and highest priority, really. So the biggest news to me is the guys who represented the Simpit in the 12 Hours of Sebring on Saturday. Endurance racing is awesome. And endurance racing is about one of the biggest ways that you could dedicate yourself in sim racing, in my opinion. Because not only are you racing and competing like we do all the time, but you're also taking your teammates and putting them on your back and saying, hey guys, I'll get you to the promised land. That is a really, really big act. That is a very big give in a world that is really a solo sport. Racing is a solo sport, like wrestling, like boxing, MMA. Mono on mono sports are a little different than team sports. And it takes a different attitude, ego, all those kind of things to do it and be successful. Endurance racing takes us back to soccer, takes us back to baseball, takes us back to team sports, childhood sports, the times when you depended on your best friends at the hardest of times, really. And I want to give a huge shout out to Amir Assad, who's taken over the management role for the team. And without Amir, there would be no team. Without Amir, there would be no Simpit's endurance racing. So thank you so much, Amir. I want to thank Joa Antonio for long-time dedication to the team as well. I want to thank Chris Phillips, Terry Crouch, and Ken Estep, who all raced as well. That's not mine. Sorry, Joa. You can blame Amir, not me. Anyway, I just want to thank and applaud and bow down to you guys. And I really can't say enough. When I was talking about depending on your friends, putting your friends on your back, I feel like you guys did that for me. So I wasn't there. I couldn't be there for the race. And you guys stepping up and representing the Simpit, being the Simpit, I appreciate. Devin Booth, you had two teams do very well as well. Our guys finished 22nd place out of like 58 cars, I think it was, something like that. It was a huge, huge field. So 22nd is, oh, yeah, but you still beat over half the field. They're as high as 10th place and as low as nearly last place. It was a real roller coaster ride. I watched the race, 8th and 12th for the Devon Booth Simpit teams as well. Our push-ups punishment for bad spelling. Drop and give us 10, Amir. That's on you. Anyway, again, I applaud, I bow to, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Amir, Joa, Chris, Terry, and Ken. I really, really appreciate you guys doing that, and it was a pleasure watching. And I was on the chat texting with the people watching, but I stayed out of your guys' audio chat because I thought it would just be a little bit of a disruption, but I was literally there watching from green to checkered. So great job, you guys, and I saw some... Oh, you guys had some rough moments, but you did have some spectacular moments as well. So, again, great job by all three of the Simpit teams. Now, moving on. I wasn't going to post this picture. Tofi, I think you sent this in. Because I'm like, man, I don't want to rain on the parade. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. I don't want it when it comes to this whole COVID-19 or coronavirus, sorry. So this paint job, inspired obviously by the contaminant team, the COVID-19 contaminant team. This was posted by Ame 8 Life for his Alfa Romeo design. Anyway, I originally was not going to post this picture because I just didn't want to pour salt on the wound. But when I went to get the news today, there was very little news. It's like the world is reacting. People are not at work. There's not as concerned about these things right now. So every story I had was in regard to the all-star, we'll call them all-star makeup races, all-stars, they had a better word than I can, replacements. The replacement racing that went on. So right now, and I don't know if you guys know or remember this, but I'm going to pat myself on the back, but at least a week. I know Friday I went on a whole thing about it. Salt and limes are mandatory for Corona. I've been saying this is an opportunity for sim racing. If they're going to be closing down big group gatherings in person, racing in general, my race season, I can tell you that my race at the end of the month was officially canceled and will not be happening. So I'm not sure if we would have had the Porsche ready to go, but now we don't need to. It's done. It's over. And I am now wondering if they're not going to blanket postpone or cancel my racing series through the next 3 months, which will save me a lot of money. And Bobby, you know what? Thank you, Bobby, because that's exactly how I felt about this paint job. And so I didn't want to be that way. But then the news came. And so let's go through the news. And I'm going to ride. Today's not going to be a long show, you guys. I'm just warning you. Number one, this is the good side of it. So I told you, this is where we're going to. Esport viewing breaks records as stay-at-home economy booms. No kidding. Well, I think you can make the argument if you were to add up the All-Star race, the individual streamers who were in those All-Star races, you were to take all those numbers and combined it, esport viewing this weekend surpassed real-life racing at a point when most of the major racing series are already up and running. Boki, yeah, Willow's canceled. Willow at the end of the month. The Lucky Dog, if you were doing Lucky Dog, Willow is canceled. And McLeod, that's exactly it, 50,000. And this is going to happen. A buddy called me, he's like, dude, you're not going to believe this. I wasn't home. You're not going to believe this, but NASCAR is playing the iRacing race on prime time NBC right now. That's what's going on. Devin, that's a fair point too. It just, and that's why I tread lightly in these moments because I think things both need to be addressed. and we have to be out front with things. And at the same time, you have to maintain some sensibility, some sensitivity, and at the same time, some coping mechanisms, right? I mean, we're all in this together. Dave Blair, that's outstanding. All right, so esport viewing is on the rise, obviously. So, yesterday, you had the Podium eSport iRacing, the Replacements 100, with a combination of real-life racers, NASCAR drivers, like William Byron, Alex Bowman, Dale Jr., Bubba Wallace, Justin Allgaier, and a few more. In addition to that, you had some of the stars of sim racing. In addition to that, you had some, Chad Ganaus was racing as well, I see. TJ Majors, the longtime spotter for Dale Jr., they actually met sim racing, so a lot of big names in this race. I didn't get to see it, but all sorts of people told me about this race, and I heard it was pretty good. But at the same time, is it really ready for prime time? This is the conversation I was having on Twitch. I did see some comments about the race where people were like, oh, well, blah, blah. Well, your hardcore NASCAR fans are not necessarily going to be able to or ready to embrace this. However, if they can step up their game on the way they do these streams, maybe what we do online is one thing, but how you present it on TV might need to be another. Yeah, Kath, the numbers, I saw 70,000 for the other one. So here, let me just rifle through this. This was a big deal, though. This is a big race. NASCAR on NBC. NASCAR on a day where AMS Updates was quiet, fans got iRacing action from virtual AMS. NASCAR and NBC. So that race was there. Parker Kligerman talking about it, NASCAR talking about it. This is the iRacing page. These are all reposts. The Colwicki, another event from Speed 51. Josh Williams talking about it. And Earnhardt, ESPN talking about it. And anyway, it was cool. This was not planned. Jason, I still, for the most part, a lot of the sim racing companies, many of the people do work from home. Not all, but many do. This is an industry that a lot of the work could be done from home or on a limited office basis. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I'll try to get you that link and see if we can find it. Maybe at the eNASCAR page? It's not pulling it up. What was I saying? I can't even remember. But yeah, I think that a lot of the companies that we deal with can still continue maintaining progress forward amidst what's going on. And that is a really cool opportunity for sim racing. I think that they can up their game. I think they can add some new elements to it. I can't seem to get it here. It should be available somewhere via eNASCAR page or that page on YouTube. But you also had the not so Aussie. What was the other event called? The not so Aussie Australia GP, not the Australia GP by Veloce eSport. Lando Norris, Max Verstappen. The Race All-Star eSport event was also going on with Felix Rosenquist, what you saw was this huge migration. Here we go. This one here. This is the full grid for the not the US, the Australia GP. Sorry. Nick, I have not. In all honesty, no, I have not. I immediately moved on to other things and have not had time to go back to them. We might have something come up with them in the not too distant future, though. Yeah, so thank you, Terry. Yeah, most people. So I think that a lot of our companies can continue to develop, continue to move forward. I think that they can take their work from the weekend. Stoffel Van Dern. Max was in a different race, I think. I know Max was in something this weekend, or he was streaming something. Oh, good. My buddy's on a cruise ship, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing on a cruise ship? Anyway, they just got home. We're not done, though. Spotter replacements, yes. Okay, because that's, oh, yeah, who won the race? Never got to that, did we? Josh Williams? Yeah, Josh Williams. Yeah, thank you, Shane. We have that one, too, which Mitchie Hoyer was in that one. I'm sorry, my brain's a mess. NASCAR fans uncertain after announcement of industry sim racing event. So this was like the reaction by NASCAR fans to the event being on it. Here's another article here from the Charlotte Observer. iRacing can be a temporary substitute for NASCAR, but the viewing experience needs work. I agree. ESPN touting Dale Jr. and other NASCAR drivers. So this got big legs and is a big part of why this was bigging. We beat, again, that is the biggest story. eSport beat all real life racing combined this weekend. And right or wrong, for the right or wrong reasons, eSport beat real life racing legitimately. I mean, they're all canceled and can't do anything. They have to embrace us. Here, GP fans, eSport takes center stage as races are canceled around the world. So you had this from the Formula One perspective. You had this from the NASCAR perspective. And, yeah. Bing! What else? Sorry, you guys. There's, again, the race. Here we go. How Max Verstappen took the eSport world by storm after Australian Grand Prix was canceled over coronavirus. The online event went from conception to fruition in 72 hours. So that's how long from this didn't exist. 72 hours from them thinking, hey, we should do this, to having the race ready to go. The R Factor All-Star race. And yeah, massive, massive views. I heard 70,000 on the thing. Somebody said 500,000 watching Max in particular. Well, and Bobby, that's exactly what I've been saying for a couple of weeks now. This is a huge opportunity for sim racing. Gaming in general. People are going to be at home. So they're talking about... Oh, Max wasn't streaming. Okay. Yeah, given the short time frame, they did a good job. And again, I didn't get to watch any of this. I was not here this weekend. I was working or away all weekend for the most part, and did not get to see any of these events. Yeah, anyway, so that's that. Well, it's not that. We have more. We don't have F1, but we do have eSports with real drivers. A dry cough. I missed out. It was good racing. Yeah. Hey, Angel. How you doing? Not F1, but Max. Lando and buddies go virtual racing. Boom. All-Star. Again, this was the only news. This was the only news today for the most part. All-Star Esport Battle tops the most watched charts. Fantastic. This is just great. I mean, I'm not trying to pour salt on wounds, but this is great for sim racing, you guys. It just is. It just is. Here we go, even more. Over 130,000 live viewers watched the hashtag not the Australian GP sim race. Amazing. Amazing numbers, you guys. Amazing weekend for sim racing. Government measures create supercar uncertainty. So I'm guessing that this is going to all come to an end. I mean, if they're canceling Lucky Dog, where you got like a couple hundred rednecks in the paddock together, that's getting pretty close to home, not just big things. I don't see how you can have... Is that right, Raphael? Raphael says that Igor Fraga just signed with Red Bull to be part of their junior program. He's 2 steps from F1 now. Yeah, MPD, that was some great timing, wasn't it? You thought the presentation... So, MXer asks, how do we improve the viewing of esports? I watched the Replacements 100 and the presentation was great. Okay, we're going to go back to that, and then we're going to come back to that question. There it is. Thank you. This just in. This just in. Igor Fraga has signed a contract with Red Bull Junior Program and is now only 2 steps away from Formula One as we watch this new phenom, sim racer, amateur racer turned pro, Igor Fraga, taking on the world. All right, there you go. So what could have been better? I didn't watch it, so I can't say anything. For me, when I think of eSport, you know how all week I've been showing those shots? Killer Stefan now following us on Twitch. Hello, welcome, Killer Stefan. Thank you. One of the Grid Girls. There you go. Done. Put your hat on. I'm a genius. All right. So, you dry cough. So, I was saying on Twitch earlier today, my neighborhood has... I'm not sick at all, by the way. My neighborhood has been hit by 2 things. The pollen season this year, and I'm not an allergic type person at all. The pollen season here is the worst I've ever seen. Like, I could go out, if it weren't for the fact that it's been raining for a week straight, I could go out and scoop up pollen like this much. It's just laying in the gutters. It is just like amazing. I heard the end battle was really good on the replacements. So, can your phone catch a virus? Yes. I mean, do you literally mean can your phone get a virus within it? Or do you mean can your phone transmit a virus to you, Tom? Anyway, so yeah, the pollen season, and I've noticed that for the last 2 weeks, I've had a weird little cough like that. And I've also had a really weird runny nose. Not like stuffed nose, but just like a drippy nose. And yet and that's it. And this is, no, it's not coronavirus. Your car looks like somebody threw... Yeah, the pollen... Like, I've never seen this much pollen. So that's why I think I've been kind of feeling... and again, I'm not an allergic person, so my reaction is not even being fully stuffy, just a little runny nose. My reaction is a little weird cough, but no. I check. I have no temperature. No, I'm all good. Games Radar. No, Tom, it's been going on far too long. The drippy nose has been going on for 2 weeks. So the incubation point, I believe, is 3 days from what I've heard. You can carry it for like 9 days, and then the actual incubation is 3 or something like that. I don't know, but I've had this longer than coronavirus was a topic in the United States. 4 days. Thank you, McLeod. We don't want false information. NVIDIA is calling on gaming PCs. Remember when they were doing some mathematical equation? I can't remember what it was. Hopefully one of you guys will remember what it was. But NVIDIA, I believe it was NVIDIA then too, they were asking you to put your computers to work for them. And there you go. But yeah, I guess somehow they're going to use everybody's mass PC to crunch numbers and work on fighting COVID-19. Interesting. Not sure how. So if you want to feel like you're doing something to help, maybe check this out. Downloading. NVIDIA is putting... I would go to NVIDIA, by the way. I would not download anything from anywhere if you were going to take part. Back to the news. Sick. Was it Search for Extraterrestrial? John? I can't remember. I distinctly remember it happening. But I can't remember. Someone, come on. Somebody's got to remember. Somebody's got to have a better memory than Mushbrain Shaun. I'm almost out of stories, you guys. This is the end of the sick talk, though. SETI. Yes, it was SETI. That was Search for Extraterrestrial Life, right? Hey, Lionheart, how you doing? No kidding, Terry. Terry says the team that actually studied World of Warcraft's Blood Plague incident years ago is actually helping with this outbreak. They said there are a lot of similarities. SETI at home. Okay. Yes. Well, now we can do the same thing. We can do it with helping out with the COVID-19. Jason, I haven't done it yet. I've been so busy. Oh, I should pull up Steam right now and just order it right this second. How rude is that? Where's my Steam? Billy Strange Racing, how you doing? Cranky Pants, I haven't seen you here. John Shield, Bob Jenkins, Lionheart, Bearded. Boki, of course. Kath, we've all spoken today. Welcome to the show. Again, I've come to the end. Live buy. Come on, Steam. Store. You guys, this is so stupid of me to do today. If I do this and I turn it on, we're done. If I turn this game on, we're in big trouble. World Evolve. Is there like a master? Can I buy the whole pack? Where's the bundle? 58. Is that what I should get? Should I get the... Oh, wait. 74, 73. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Cranky. Yes and no. It's the next one. Oh, Jason, we're in trouble now. We're in trouble. Which one do I need to buy? You guys? I'm tempted to buy this one. 74, 73, though. But am I going to want it all? Or is the base enough? I need some instruction on that. We'll come back to that topic. We're not done with that. All right, back to the news. Not much more to talk about, though. 3D printed wheel. Yeah, we'll pull out the parts here because we have nothing going on today. What's that, Bearded? Cheapest option? Start with the basics, see if I like it. Go El Cheapo. Thank you. Thank you. I never know because some things it's like, well, you might as well get the whole thing. So just go the cheapo. Buy the basic. Ah, Simpit sprint car. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, hey. All right, add to the cart. Ah, shit. Why don't you have my freaking PayPal saved? Oh, I could play this a lot of hours. Did I swear? Oh, no. Sorry. Installing. Okay. Okay, so here, yeah, wheel. We're gonna we'll get to the wheel when we get to the sim rigs, which is almost here. All right, so I owe you guys push-ups, I think somebody said. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whew. Danny Toe. Okay. All right, moving on. Sorry. MotoGP shows its first official community gameplay video. This being by Milestone, and we can get our first look at actual gameplay of MotoGP 20, which they've been talking about quite a bit. They've definitely been trying to build up enthusiasm. Where's my internet? Is this just because everybody is at home using the internet? Is today going to be a bad day to be on the internet? Oh, cranky. Dang it. Dang it. Bobby, I did 10. I'm a man of my word. I think I could do... Oh, I think I could do 30 in a row. David. Come on, I want the gameplay. Let's try to refresh this, see what happens. New subscriber, Killer Stefan, now subbing to the show. Not only following, but subbing. Thank you. Not sure why that would happen today. I feel like today is a total train wreck of a show. I guess I can go get my sim wheel while we're doing this. I guess this is going to happen. What a... Oh! Their link is broken. YouTube's broken. Oh, come on. There can't be that many people trying to watch this video. Is YouTube broken? No, we're on YouTube. What the F? Oh, that sucks, Bose. Oh, see, that's the thing. It's critical to be quarantined with your rig. Okay, well, there you go. I guess we don't get to see the official gameplay video. So much for that. Coca-Cola iRacing Series at Homestead. Don't forget that our real-life, normal esport events continue on. So, yeah, the next big race. And again, yes, well done, Coca-Cola, getting the sponsorship for what might become one of the most popular streaming racing in the entire world right now. Who knows? Anyway, a little race preview of Homestead Miami coming up. And there you go. What's this? Oh, this is the finale. That happened yesterday, right? Amongst everything else? No. And about for the last year. Oh, that's last year's. Wow, is YouTube broken, you guys? Is anybody else having problems with YouTube? I show my stream on a green light, but I cannot seem to play a single video. All right, for all yous who are stuck at home and you want to see or have some fun, tomorrow's my brain. Tomorrow is Hotlap Humpday. Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday. It will be going on. I believe they are not opening up their shop though. So at this point, it'll be an online only event. We will be there. Me, Kevin Ford. Not sure if Robbie Unser are going to be there. I'm sure someone from Ricmotech will be down there in the studios at their place, and you guys will all be able to take part in that as well. It's all working. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's this browser. I could try a different browser. YouTube Moto GP. Oh, the game. Hey, Boki. Yeah, I have to go stock up on a lot of things today. I'm not even watching the video, I'm watching your guys' chat. Oh, I'm all out of sorts today. I'm like, my brain's going a million directions. That looks pretty fun. That looks pretty fun to me. What do you guys think? That is 19. Oh my god.
Peggy 3.
Here we go.
Peggy 3.
Oh, wow, Steven. That's kind of scary. That is kind of scary. Oh, see the little markings? Apex point. Apex. Steer out. Nowhere near it. Turn in point. Apex. Out point. He was trying to steer out towards it. Brakes, brakes, brakes. The same with more glare. Should we go back to the other one?
Peggy 3.
How did I even get to that one? Zero bandwidth, and I think that's a really good statement there. I call them Madden type games. Just going back because they were kind of the to me the king or the beginning of the every year we get a new game we're supposed to pay for and be impressed by new uniforms, trades that have happened, maybe naming rights to stadium changes that occurred in the off season, and that being 90% of the difference. I'm not going to say they don't make changes or improvements. And in Madden Sims, you know, you might see 3-4 years where it feels like you get nothing. And then on that 5th year, they change something huge about the way the game plays. And I like you, I wonder, well, should I have had to pay for those 4 years that had almost nothing? Peggy doesn't age. Okay, there you go. I think that's a fair statement, Tom. Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday coming up tomorrow. So if you guys are looking for fun, where is that audio coming from? Sorry about that. So tomorrow is Hotlap Hump Day, 3 to 7 my time, or 6 to 10 East Coast time, and that'll be fun. Viral Bunny bought Moto GP and would definitely recommend it. Awesome. Thank you, Ola. Monday. All right. Having too many games can be a problem. Well, as we experienced right here live on the show, Shaun buying new games. Whoa. Shaun buying new games. There's my library. Can be a problem. I have to go get supplies for coronavirus. I don't have time to play this. It fired up on the other screen. You can't see it. The most unprofessional show on the internet. All right, forget the news. It's all over, people. We are moving on to Jurassic World. That's someone. I literally got a text from someone saying, "What are you doing? Are you freaking nuts? Have you lost your mind?" Okay. Lonnie, thank you for that Thank you for that correction. Yeah. Hotlap Humpday's on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Vlog myself buying supplies. Just go live. Okay. So having too many games can be a problem because you get distracted and you forget about all your other wonderful games. Anyway, I just thought that was a funny topic. I didn't even read it. You can check it out if you want to at Culture of Gaming. I definitely have a problem with too many games. I mean, just looking at my Steam library alone, this is a problem. That's not even all of them, by the way. That's just the ones there. Super chat donation. Fetus Gaming. Thank you. You helped me buy Jurassic Park today. It's already demonetized. It's all over, you guys. MPD, have a good one, man. Have a good one. We're crazy here. Live your experience, your VR experience. Put yourself into VR games that you love and broadcast that experience to the world. One of my complaints of VR as a streamer is it really doesn't make for very good streams. Anyway, this was sent in. Tofi, did you send me this? Tyson, did you send me the Mr. Thawman? Who sent me this one? But yeah, this could be cool for those of you out there who do stream. This was sent in by Tofi, by the way. Thank you, Tofi. If you do stream VR games or want to, you might want to check out this Live platform. And what else? Oh, time to rigs. Time to watch some rigs. I did everything I could to stretch this. I went as slow as I could. Hi, Tony. I went as slow as I could. I got as preoccupied as I could. I got as absent-minded as I could to stretch the show as long as I possibly could, you guys. But we are to the point where we are talking about sim rigs. So you know it's to the end. On Reddit by Seabass7857. Here we've got a desktop situation. He's got one of those Titan gaming chairs. Logitech G92 something. 29920. And what kind of racing are you doing? Gran Turismo, right? That's Gran Turismo. So there's his setup. That's all you need. There's your minimalistic setup that you could win championships on, become an eSport pro. Here we got a Deathmobile meets the Ricmotech RS1 plan design, kind of a copycat or a hybrid of the two designs combined. Nice looking rig here by Kovic 526. Another Logitech. That's the other Logitech. Can never remember which one's which. And he's playing Assetto Corsa with the junkyard seat. Not bad, not bad. And then finally, we've got Vic Gandhi. This Craigslist build is over. That is a cool rig. Craigslist. He got a nice looking Rseat, Assetto Corsa model Rseat on Craigslist with the Fanatec CSL Fanatec shifter and handbrake and Club Sport inverted pedals. Nice looking rig. What's that clampy thing there? Is that his monitor clamped to the upright somehow? What are my eyes not seeing right there? You guys see it? I don't know what's going on here. Is that a monitor stand by Rseat that I don't know? Anyway, that is the end of today's show. You guys, I'm sorry I didn't have more news for you. It was just one of those days where, like, everywhere I went, they had nothing new. And then the Visa mount on the back of the wheel. Yeah. Billy, the CDC's in the background giving me instruction. I need to shut this stream down and then leave this house. It's literally up and running over there. I see. Begin a new campaign. It's like, oh, you guys, that is such a bad idea. I bought it. Anyway, all right, you guys, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm sorry I don't have more. I, one more time, will show off this month's Patron Race Trophy. I think you guys can probably figure out what and where we are running, and that name plaque is just looking for the next Patron Race winner. That race is going to be on the final Saturday night of the month. I believe that's the 28th. Everybody on Patron can expect an email some point today, and we'll be doing that coming up. So definitely check us out at patreon.com/the Simpit. Make some Simpit tacos and stream it. Phil, that's okay. You don't have to win another trophy. Dave Blair. Oh my God. Oh, what a show. What a train wreck. This show. They should demonetize me. They should just... I'm going to get a note from YouTube tomorrow saying, you know, we've reevaluated your streams, and we think we'd prefer that you just don't Steam. Did I... I have to do push-ups, I guess. Did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I don't know if I can do 30 right now. Bear with me. This show is one for the books, huh? I don't even know. Oh, jeez. Oh, geez. Maybe I do have it. All right, so on Friday night, after the nighttime edition of the Pit Stop, which I really like doing the nighttime version of the Pit Stop, I will say, we did a Hotlap style competition with all of you out there, and it was really fun. We did 4 hours of racing just to see who could be the best in these little legends at Okayama. It was a really, really fun night. And at the very last minute, this was so awesome because Terry Crouch had been the man to beat. I mean, hands down, he was the fastest driver there all night long. And then with just moments to spare, Zoran Radizovic, sorry if I murdered your name, comes in at the last minute and sets a better time. Only by a couple of tenths, by the way. So Zoran, he finished number 1. Terry Crouch finished in number 2. Wayne Roberts finished in 3rd place. Anthony Morano finishing in 4th. I fell back to 5th with those last-minute shenanigans. Cohen Attard finished in 6th. Thomas O'Regan in 7th. Joa Antonio finished in 8th. Brian Ostrike in 9th. And Randall Hicks finished in 11th. And our very own Simpit, Devin Booth, finished in 11th. So there you go. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. You always got my back. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Terry led for 3 hours and 57 minutes. It's so true. It is so true. But you were just sitting, watching, enjoying the stream. Anyway, it was a really, really fun event. We had a lot of fun, and you can plan on doing that this coming Friday as well. So Friday night, we'll do the pit stop at 5 o'clock as usual, and then at 6 o'clock, we'll do some kind of community racing. And not sure, you guys let me know if you want to do hot lap versus a race. I thought the hot lap was fun. We left it open for 4 hours, which meant anyone could come and go have dinner, come back and race some more. or when we do a race, it's like bam, 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 and then it's over. So maybe we'll keep that format. I know Wednesday we're going to have another Hotlap session, so maybe we're going to be a little Hotlapped out. I'm not sure. And also, behind the scenes, we are working on getting the Simpit servers so that we can switch to doing the same kind of format using like an R Factor 2 or an Assetto Corsa or something else. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Thank you all for turning out, and you can look forward to something going on here with the Simpit community Friday night following the pit stop at 5. So that is going to do it. Look, we were so close to making it an hour with just all of our distractions and preoccupations and absent-mindedness of your host, Shaun Cole. But that is going to do it for today's show. Thank you all for hanging out, being here. Be safe, be good, and get out there, do some sim racing. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.